Buehler gets the start on the verge of being sent down to OKC. Barnes with a possible season-ending injury. The state of the Dodgers, how they doing thus far. Shohei Watch and Dodger of the Week, Tommy Edman. Let's get down to business. It's all about Dodgers Digest. Let's get into this right off the bat. Buehler has an awesome game. Can you believe it? On the verge of being sent down to OKC and not even being on the postseason roster at all. Buehler has a game. Wow. Now, you know me. I was never giving up on Buehler until I guess it was his last. Okay, so this is how it goes. Coming up on his last start is where I was like, wow, he probably looks like he's not going to be able to stay on the team during postseason. And then look what he does. He comes out and has a game. The Dodgers get the win. Let's go down to business with the Dodgers. And let's look at what happened. The fiasco, all right, if you will. Here's what Dave Roberts had to say about Buehler. It was huge. I believe in who he is, but you do have to get results as a player to build that confidence. This was a really big step for Walker Buehler. Wow. Kind of makes me tear up a little bit right now, just thinking about it. Want to see him do good. I mean, look. The surgery is going to take some time. And I've always said, and I'll say this again, that if Walker Buehler is not part of the Dodger organization in the future, he's going to go to another team and he's going to perform well after he gets used to, having the surgery being done and his arm and his mechanics and everything gets back to normal. So I think he can help. I'm happy to see this. And this could not have been better timing with Glasnow being put on the shelf. With Glasnow being put on the shelf, having Buehler, knowing that he's going to get a good start. And look, he got a quality start. That is the key there, a quality start. Here's the numbers from yesterday. Take a look at it right there. Buehler on top. When's the last time you could say that you saw a line like that for Buehler? 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. Did walk 5. Like to see him mellow out on that. 5 Ks. When was the last time you saw a line like that on that guy? It's been a while, right? 1 earned run. That's the one that stands out to me because I think his last, 4 or 5 starts, that number is usually a 4 or a 5. And Buehler coming out and having a game. And think about how much is on the line for the dude, man. He's on the verge of being sent down and not even. Here's a guy that can help a team in the postseason, but his mechanics have not been there. But here he is. He comes back, and he pitches a quality start. So he's on the schedule. He's not going anywhere now, right? So what he can do from there is he can build on that, because Dave Roberts says he's always believed in him, but he's got to believe in himself, and they have to have results. These pitchers need results, and batters need results to be able to feel like, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. Blake Trinan, 1 inning on him, 0s across the board. Kopech did give up a hit, got a little close there, walked the guy, but had 2 strikeouts. Gratterall, good to see him back in the mix, had a K, pitched an inning. So that is the line for pitching yesterday, and the Dodgers take a massive win when they needed it. Lose the first 2 in Atlanta, then you get 2 more to go. You win that one. You even up the series if you can win tonight. And that's what they're trying to do. Exactly what's trying to happen now. All right, and then now let me get to the bad news here. Oh, Austin Barnes exited the game with a left big toe contusion. Now, here's the deal. You would normally think in a situation like this, just a big toe, not too bad. He should be able to get down to business and be able to play, right? Well, he suffered a fracture on that very same toe just last month. So, 4 or 5 weeks ago, he fractured that toe. So, injury to the same toe, that doesn't look good. And even with what Robert said, he'd be surprised if he doesn't go on the IL. And this could be a season-ending injury for Austin Barnes. Fiducia, looks like they're going to call him up. It has not been official yet. I've been looking on the transactions with the Dodgers, and I've not seen him called up yet. But Hunter, I feel like it's a matter of time that he gets called up to replace Barnes. And how long Barnes goes on the injured list, it should be throughout the rest of the season. So he will be able to come back for postseason, it looks like. But that's not official like a referee's whistle yet until they get the X-rays and all that stuff going on. So very sad news right there. Did not want to see that go down for Barnes, but losing Barnes. Beducci, I think, is a solid catcher. Great prospect. I think he could help the team. All right, it is time for your Shohei Watch. How is he doing the quest for MLB's first 50-50 season? We're talking the Shohei. And how is the Shohei doing, right? Well, let's take a look at his stats and throw those at you right there. Here's the stats for Shohei so far. Still coming up short. 47 home runs, 48 stolen bases. He's trying to be the 50-50 guy. So he's going to need 3 more home runs, and he's going to need 2 more stolen bases. 2 more stolen bases. All right. So 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases. How does that work out for him? With the schedule, that's the way it is. Boom, there's the schedule. Just like that. How does that happen? It's magic. I'll take a look at it. That's it. That's the whole shebang right there. That's the rest of the games. That's the rest of the season before postseason starts. And you can see right there. So he will most likely be out for the rest of the season. You got Atlanta here tonight. 3 against Miami that have been playing really crappy baseball, so that's good. So that gives the Dodgers a chance to reset, maybe get some other guys in there to keep them warm. And then you go against Colorado. They have been horrible. They're in last place. So you get 6 games in a row against last place teams until you go against the Pods in those 3 games right there. And that's tough, man. So wrapping up 6 against Colorado, they're in last place. That's great because you're looking at what you got left. 13 games left, 7 on the road, 6 at home. But 6 of those games out of the 13 are against Colorado, who is in last place. So I feel like this favors the Dodgers at this point to keep them out of having to go to a wild card game because we don't want to see that. They need to win it outright so they can avoid having to do something wild card or something like that. So that's what the Dodgers need to do. I think the magic number right now is 12 on that. All right. So got to give props to a guy who's kind of, he kind of is under the radar. Everything going on with the pitching, everything going on with Shohei. There's a guy in the Dodgers who has been just like the silent assassin going on and just getting hits and doing things in a big way. I'm talking about this guy right here, Tommy Edman. Like this guy. Like what he brings to the table. Wow. Did not know we were going to get this kind of player out of him. And I mean, look at that. 5 home runs. But that's only, 3 games he has 5 home runs. 2 home runs, back-to-back games. Then another home run last night. 300 average, 15 RBIs. I mean, OPS is 855. So big shout-out, big ups to Tommy Edman and what he has been bringing to the Dodgers. Because you don't hear a lot about Tommy Edman. You hear about all the other Dodgers, but you just don't hear a lot about Tommy Edman. So I want to give him his just props, and he is well-deserved of what he has been doing for the Dodgers. All right, well, let's talk about tonight's matchup. Here's your matchup, Yamamoto. So good to see that name in the starting rotation again. So how's this? Could we build momentum off Walker Buehler having a good night? Yamamoto coming in, even in the series, taking 2 out of 4 against Atlanta. That is the game plan. So Yamamoto 2.77 ERA and Fried a 3.46 ERA. But if you look at the matchups of the batters for the Dodgers, they have gone against Fried a bunch of times, so they know this guy. So I look for the Dodgers tonight to have a good game. We'll see the bats active. I bet we see over 5 runs for the Dodgers. We're going to see a victory. Yamamoto's going to pitch good, and that is my call right there. Hey, congratulations to all of you who have been hanging out with Dodger Digest. We just hit the 700 mark. We're pressing to try and get to the 1,000 mark right there. So hit the sub button, subscribe to Dodger Digest. Myself and Mike Nelson giving you content daily, multiple videos every single day on what's going on, the finger on the pulse of the Dodgers. Hit the sub button and stay on board with that. Also, 101 total videos, and we've been at it for just under 2 months. This channel is growing. Hit the sub button. That's going to do it. I'm Brad J. This is Dodger Digest. And remember always to think blue. See ya.